Hey guys, subscribe for daily content, and if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got a really fast little video to share with you guys. This is the new Miguron Vakor in M390, and in this case, crystal titanium. In my opinion, assuming that they are actually hitting the HRC range that they are claiming, which, by the way, they bumped it up again, the listing on their website. They list this as 60 to 61 HRC M390, and this knife costs $119. Now, there are a lot of knives on the market that are claiming to be M390. Not a lot of claims on what they're heat treating them at, but combining M390 and titanium, and while I'm sure that many of them are actually M390, I am very certain that a lot of them that are under this price tag, that are actually M390, are not hitting their HRC hardness. So I don't trust them is what I'm saying. Like if you're buying M390 and titanium knives on Amazon, I think you're getting taken for a ride if they're really, really cheap. I think a lot of those might end up being, like 56 HRC or not even M390 at all. But Miguron is a company that I trust to do things correctly. And while in the past their HRC range has not been optimal, they have been at least getting it up there to, like the 59 range. I think they've been listening to these videos that I've been doing and other content creators have been doing and are making an honest effort to get that HRC range higher. It would be a very risky move to just list the HRC higher without actually making an effort, especially knowing that there are gentlemen like Taylor who are down in my comments right now. Taylor, of course, tests things in mass. He does HRC testing, and can very easily get his hands on some Miguron products for testing. So I would love to find out that this is the case, but if I were a betting man, I would say Miguron is making an honest effort for this to be the case. So this combination of materials and the added bonus of crystal titanium, combine all that with the fact that this is a super lightweight, compact, very, very good cutting geometry EDC knife. This might actually be the best dollar for dollar premium pocket knife ever. I mean, it might actually be the case. So we talked about that when I talked about the Vakor the last time, and I said the only thing holding it back is the, subpar HRC. But if they're actually doing it this way, this is really, truly amazing. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me. Make sure your notifications are turned on for the Metal Complex YouTube channel. I have one of these in just like your standard silver and one in blue. Now, if you like this knife, you like the idea of this knife, you just don't like the idea of spending over $100 for a pocket knife, you can get the standard version in G10 and 14C28N, which is also an incredible pick. I think these are about 45 bucks. Really, really spectacular. Obviously designed to kind of do the same types of things as the Bug Out, though the Vakor and the Bug Out do share many similarities. We have to remember that the Bug Out is based on knife, not its own unique original design, not something that the world of cutlery has never seen before, but simply lightweight, compact, general handle shape and blade shape. So there's hardly anything to copy, right? It's kind of like a wheel or how a book operates. It's hard to say that you're copying the design if your book has a front cover, pages, and a back cover, right? That's just kind of the general shape there. But yeah, it does that, and it does it really, really well, and it does it for a substantially lower price tag. Now, obviously, these are made in China, right? And Benchmade's are made in the United States, but I just find this to be an infinitely better product. I really do. We'll do very, very quick specs because I've already reviewed this knife. I really just want to make people aware of it. The overall length here is 7¼ inches. Blade length is 3¼ and your cutting edge is about 2.75. This is, like I said, it's a similarly sized object to the Bug Out, but also like the Ontario Rad 2. It's similar to the Spyderco Para 3. It's not too far off from the Demco 80 20.5, and here's the Shark Cub. These are all knives that I like to carry and use. I mean, the Rad, not so much, but a lot of these other ones for sure. And honestly, this is that, it is that kind of, it's going to be the go-to EDC choice for a lot of people just because of the general sort of classic nature of this. The geometry of the Vakor is very, very good. And honestly, it's just like I said in the original review, whether you're looking at, the older M390 one or the 14C28N one, even with a subpar heat treatment, I think they're hitting the 14C28N ones just right because they don't require, like a over 60 HRC to accomplish what the composition is trying to accomplish there. But the geometry on these things is so thin that they continue to slice even if, the HRC range is not keeping the edge retention where it's supposed to be on these older ones. This newer one saw a decent amount of cutting. I went through a decent amount of cardboard with it, cleaned it off. I'm not seeing any signs of like immediate edge fatigue, not like I did on that Sativian a while back, which really is to my point. That M390 Sativian was like an $85 knife, and my God, did that thing go dull immediately. I mean, it was like 10 passes through cardboard, and it was done. This, no. This has been used, not extensively, this has been used casually, but the edge shows absolutely no signs of fatigue whatsoever. And given Miguron's track record and their, consistency with their quality control and stuff like that, I believe that, if they are going to list this now, originally when this knife first came out, like this new version with the crystal titanium, because they've had a titanium and M390 version in the past. This newer one in crystal ti originally was listed at an HRC range of 59.5 to 61. And a lot of people might ask, geez, you're going to bump it up to 59.5, just go to 60. I think the reason they did that is maybe just like hey, if we make 100 of these and we're aiming for 60 to 61, it's safe to assume maybe one could slip through the cracks at slightly under. So I think maybe they're trying to save, just like it's technically possible. And I think it still is. But perhaps, and I noticed this change right after I did my video and presumably a bunch of other content creators did theirs. It's possible we were all saying the same thing, and Miguron is just like, you know what, let's just make sure like our protocols are set to a bare minimum of 60, right? Again, this does require extensive testing. I think it'd be great if Taylor or somebody else, whoever, right? Taylor would be great because he provides all the data as far as like the links in my description, and he's always in the comments. But consistently, if Taylor were to test 5 of these or even 3 of them and come back with anywhere from 60 to 61, right, or maybe even slightly higher, then we obviously have a winner here. It is not, to say it's rare to see any pocket knife that is a full titanium. It's not even a small pocket knife. It's a medium-sized pocket knife. But a combination of titanium and M390 and actually hitting it at that HRC hardness and then, with consistent quality control. And the crazy thing is that even considering inflation and all the price increases, if you were to tell me 10 years ago, hey, you'll be able to, in 2026, you'll be able to buy a titanium and M390 pocket knife that is, at least listed as at 60 to 61 HRC. I'd be like, no, it's not going to be possible. It'll cost, a bare minimum of $250. That's what I would have said 10 years ago, right? But apparently it is possible. And I'm rooting for Miguron. I'm rooting for somebody to be able to do it. I've been saying for a long time, if anybody's going to be delivering the absolute maximum quality, the absolute maximum value in terms of materials and quality combination, right? And it's a functional, reliable, safe EDC tool, it's probably going to be Miguron or, one of a small handful of these companies. There's no shortage of budget Chinese companies making, impressive, at least in terms of like fit and finish. There's no shortage of those Chinese companies making impressive objects. But when it comes down to actually using the real high quality materials and heat treating the blades correctly and putting a good factory edge on it, understanding, things like detent and the importance of, fit and finish and blade geometry, if I didn't mention that, all of that. It's a combination of everything. There's other companies who do similar things, but they fall short on 1 or 2 or more areas. Miguron, in my opinion, is one of the only companies being very, very, very consistent, which is why I believe that they're actually making an effort to get it within this range, right? So as this stands, this is an incredibly recommendable object. If you want a more detailed review of this model, then you can check out my old review, but there's simply no reason to go on for 15 to 20 minutes here. I think this is great. I hope they continue to, really push it here. This one obviously still perfectly centered and is locking out correctly. Yeah, it's just another crossbar lock, right? But what's special about this knife, what's worth celebrating about this knife is not the lock. We've seen the profile before. We've seen the materials before. We've seen the locking system before. We've seen all that before. What we haven't seen is something that is truly a properly made combination of all these elements and a blade with a properly heat treated M390 blade. Not for this price. No, we have not. We have not seen that, right? Unless it was like a micro object. This is if it ends up being that this is the case, and Taylor, I'm sure, will provide data when he has it. If this ends up being if this ends up being the case, this absolutely will be the #1 most recommendable, truly premium pocket knife, dollar for dollar, on the market. At least out of everything that I have shown on this channel, it's very cool. Rooting for Miguron. Really hope that they come through. So. Check this one out. That's all I have for you today. Short and sweet. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe, because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.